Hello my friends, how are you? It's fantastic to see you for yet another video, but the unfortunate news is today is the day, my friend, that Americans and the American economy is starting to see the real effects of Donald Trump's failed economic policies. Because, my friends, all hell has broken loose today as the tariffs go back into effect that has caused the stock market to take a fairly substantial hit so far today. But the thing about that is the stock market doesn't really take Donald Trump seriously, because by Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, he will probably have changed his mind. So the hits aren't like they used to be, where it would drop thousands of points in a day. It's down roughly 500 at the time of recording this. We've got other absolutely terrible news going on here. The jobs report is trash. It was added like 73,000 jobs, but that's not the worst of it. The last 2 months were revised down to almost no jobs created. It was something like 14,000 and 19,000 jobs created. What else are we seeing in Donald Trump's failed policy? Inflation up just a little bit, unemployment up just a little bit. And my friends, this is just the tip of the iceberg of Donald Trump's absolute fucking stupidity. And you know, it's almost like when you elect a dumb son of a bitch, these are the results that you get, my friends. So we're going to talk about all that as absolute carnage is about to hit the American people, unless Donald Trump resigns or something. I don't really know, because I'm starting to get concerned, my friends. Those Epstein files that Donald Trump is in, it kind of feels like he's starting to get away with that a little bit. That's my fault. I got my hopes up and said this will be the thing to end Donald Trump, and suddenly the interest in all that seems to be going away as the economy has turned to complete chaos on us. So I don't know, my friends. It's a lot to keep up with. Real quick before we get into that, I want to say thank you to everybody for all of your support with the channel. Last month was absolutely fucking brutal, as I got my ass kicked repeatedly because we had to keep talking about the perverted Republicans that were doing very naughty things, and that caused me to get demonetized as a ton of videos. But a lot of you guys came through and supported the channel in other ways, and this is important. There's a very big reason why I'm thanking you, you know, we passed our first 500 channel members. Those are only $1.99 a month, and plenty of super thanks came in. So I thank you guys for your support. And why it's important: when I started this channel, my friends, it took off really fast, and I had these grand dreams of being a full-time YouTuber. Oh my God, I'm gonna be a full-time YouTuber. And then I realized what it is about my channel that people enjoy watching and causes people to be here. It's because I'm out here. I'm out on the front lines, so to speak, of Donald Trump's absolute chaos that he's causing, because I am a truck driver. And a couple weeks ago, I said that I have decided, maybe, I don't know, I lose track of fucking time. I've aged so much since Donald Trump came back into office. Whenever the fuck I said that I have decided that I am going to do my best to stay in this truck, stay on the front lines of all of this bullshit, so I can bring you guys videos from what's going on out here as I see it, I have decided this is where I'm going to stay, right here in this truck, for as long as possible. I'll get to that in a minute. For as long as possible, but also at least for the duration of Donald Trump's presidency. The reason I say as long as possible is because now we're starting to see the results of the shit that Donald Trump is doing. And a lot of truckers are going to get wiped the fuck out again by Donald Trump, which is what happened the last time. Now, there's a lot of truckers out there, because remember, we're dealing with the party of no personal responsibility or accountability whatsoever, that blame Joe Biden off of Donald Trump's last failed economic policy. His failed economic policy was deny COVID, get 1 million Americans killed and get millions more fired from their jobs, because they just didn't have the work for them anymore, because Donald Trump was a complete fuck up. And I'll be honest with you, I thought that whole thing was because Donald Trump was just really, really fucking dumb, and he just botched the whole thing. everything. But now watching this term, this presidency of Donald Trump, what I have come to realize is Donald Trump is just an evil son of a bitch that really, really enjoys killing Americans. It was so easy for him in that first term. He could just hide behind COVID, deny that the whole thing existed, tell the American population that it was a hoax, convince them not to take any safety precautions whatsoever. And you had fucking MAGA dorks on their deathbed coughing up fucking fluids, still believing to the very end while they were dying of COVID that COVID was a hoax. Isn't that weird? That's fucking crazy, isn't it? But now in this term, we are finding that Donald Trump fucking loves killing Americans. He loves that shit. He'll kill you in a plane crash. He'll kill you in a flood because all the funding was taken away from the National Weather Service and the NOAA, so nobody's getting alerts that a fucking flood is coming through their house. He'll take away your health care because that's an easy way to kill people, right? That's super easy. And if that doesn't work, if that doesn't kill you, he'll recommend you go work out in the fields to pick produce in one of the hottest fucking years on record, my friends, and that'll probably get your ass after he took away your medication and your health care. It'll probably get you. He loves killing Americans. It is his, I don't know, toss-up between golf and killing Americans. I can't figure out which one he enjoys more. Everybody's got hobbies, I fucking guess. But anyways, the point of this video is my guys, I almost said my guys, my friends, thank you for all the support, of course, to the channel. Be honest with you, I'm probably gonna need it. I am gonna spend the next 3.5 years at least getting the shit kicked out of me by trucking as this situation continues to get worse and worse. But that is my promise to you. I will hang on for as long as I can, which means I should probably start making some fucking good videos, shouldn't I? Get some people in here, some more people in here, I mean, to watch. But we're starting to see the results. It's all coming together now. So today, of course, the tariffs are supposed to go back into effect because the Trump administration promised 90 deals in 90 days. Do you know how many deals they made in 100 and some days? None. Fucking nothing. Now they have frameworks for deals, but they don't have any actual deals in place. It's a lot of other countries just going, yeah, whatever the fuck he just said, whatever will shut him the fuck up for a few minutes. Yeah, fine. It's a fucking deal. We have a trade deal. But by Donald Trump's count, even, it's something like 12 trade deals. That's it. Of the 90 deals in 90 days promised, it's 12 fucking trade deals. I do not know what he's trying to accomplish unless he is trying to accomplish the economic destruction of America and the complete isolation of American citizens. He's doing a damn good job of that, but everything else he is completely fucking up. I can only assume that that's his goal at this point because that's what he's doing. But, yeah, all the tariffs are going back into place apparently today. It started again at midnight. I do not know the fucking rates of the tariffs because nobody knows the fucking rates of the tariff. We have seen one breakthrough already in this as Trump has already chickened out with Mexico as he has given them a 90-day extension to his tariffs. He did that shit last night. Now, the timing of these tariffs are a little bit weird because you would expect Donald Trump to wait till a Friday afternoon after the market closes for tariffs to go into place, or maybe on a Saturday or something like that, and let us all sweat with anxiety over the weekend while it can't affect the stock market. And I think somebody fucked up somewhere and accidentally restarted the tariffs too early because now the stock market's taking the hit to go with it. Most likely, what is going to happen is over the course of the weekend and by Tuesday at the latest, Donald Trump is going to give extensions, that sounds so fucking stupid, but extensions of another 90 days to all of these countries, and then act like, and that take a victory lap, tell everybody how great he did, what a great person he is, and then we get to live through the same carnage over and over, except the fact of the matter is we don't, because all the other countries are goddamn done with America at this point. Donald Trump has given them plenty of time to make other trade partners, work out other things with other countries, and to effectively cut out America. And that's why I have that theory that Donald Trump is trying to crash America economically and isolate the American people, because once we're isolated on the world stage, he's basically going to have his fucking way with us, him and the Heritage Foundation over there, and that's kind of feels like what they're setting up. If I'm being honest, it's not good, my friends. This is not getting getting any fucking better. So that's sort of what's going on with the tariffs. I anticipate by Tuesday there will be more extensions in place. Howard Nutlick on the news talking about how Donald Trump is the greatest deal maker in the history, and we just keep repeating this same process over and over again. So the supply chain, of course, is starting to break yet again, as Americans are actually starting to see the price increases from the same fucking president that said he will lower prices on day one because he does not understand a fucking thing about how government and economies work. He's pretty sure you could just push a button, a lower the prices button, and everything goes back to normal. But he's done absolutely nothing to lower prices in America. Don't worry, my friends. Prices are shooting up, and we are actually starting to see the results of the tariffs reflected in the pricing of everyday goods, which is going to further deteriorate the supply chain. And that's why I tell you, truckers are all about to get the shit kicked out of them over the next few years, because this is simple shit to figure out, my friends. We all fucking understand this. We all only have so much fucking money, right, on a monthly, weekly, daily basis, whatever it may be, where we can only afford so many things. Even buying things that we want is sort of a thing we plan for. We have to save up money. Do you imagine if you wanted to buy a PS5 Pro right now? What are those things, like $500, $700? I don't really know. That's quite the fucking investment now, isn't it? We're all just trying to survive, is the fucking point. We're just trying to get by in our day-to-day life. As prices start to increase on everything, then we have to pick and choose the things we want, which obviously makes your life more uncomfortable, makes it so you can't have the things you need at this point because you had to pick this or that, and that's just the way it goes. And that's going to translate in the freight market to less and less freight needing to move around the country, translating to less dock workers, less truck drivers. I don't know how the railroad necessarily works, but I would anticipate less workers having to do with rail transportation, less having to do with like UPS, FedEx, Amazon, all those things. Those are major employers, even though some of them are evil. They are major employers in America. Retail workers, restaurant workers, the farmers are already getting the fuck kicked out of them, and they kind of deserve it at this point, because how do you vote for Trump and go, I want the Mexicans out of my country, goddammit, those ones in my field picking my produce right now, I want them out of here, and then they get them out of here and you go, wait, no, fuck, now I gotta go work. And I don't like that part of this whole deal at all. But the supply chain crisis is 100% coming. Well, I said that back when Donald Trump had the 125 or 145% tariffs on. It was predicted that by June or July, we were going to see major shortages. Donald Trump, like the bitch he is, folded on those and lowered it down, and the supply chain didn't crash, but it's not good. You guys get what I'm saying. And also, yeah, the unemployment numbers. So the unemployment is starting to look really bad. Not unemployment, well, let me say that the right way. Unemployment just ticked up just a little bit. It's the hiring that we're talking about. That's what's starting to look really bad. So the last 2 months, I don't remember the exact numbers, but they were 100-some thousand jobs gained for each month, June and July. Those numbers have now been revised down. I don't know how that works, but I think one of those months was like 19,000 jobs gained. One of them was certainly 14,000 jobs gained. And when you think of a population the size of America and you go, only 14,000 jobs were gained in this country, that's basically nothing. That's basically fucking zero. And then the job numbers today came out for the last month. What is it, August now? So they must have been the July jobs numbers. And those come out at 73,000 jobs gained, where even Fox News was like, oh, fuck. Because right before they came out, Fox News was saying they have to be above 110,000 or we are seeing a softening in the job market. Yeah, I put myself through Fox News for you guys. You're welcome. Jesus Christ. It's brutal. It's fucking, oh, it's so hard over there. But anyways, as soon as the 73,000 came out, they started saying, yep, this is a softening job market. This is very problematic. And because we're dealing with the party of no personal responsibility, no accountability whatsoever, you guys are going to be shocked by how they responded to it. They blamed Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve for the lower job gains, that lower than they had anticipated, because nothing is ever Donald Trump's fault. Let me try to wrap my head around this. I can't believe people still watch Fox News, my friends. They fucking lie their asses off. So Donald Trump, God damn, the fucking list goes on. Puts these extremely high tariffs on Americans, god damn it. It's not the other country paying it. Deports a massive portion of our workforce that does the real work in this country, like the fucking hard work. God damn. I'm so tired, my friends. It's just like this constant stream of bullshit. We've got tariffs, we've got mass deportations. I feel like there's so much more that I'm missing right now. It's just my brain has just malfunctioned on me as I was talking. Anyways, nothing about this is doing anything to help the economy of America is the fucking point I'm trying to make. GM. That's what I wanted to talk about. All of this is gonna start going in reverse, my friends. I would not be shocked if next month we see job losses. I wouldn't be shocked if once the revised numbers for July come out, we see negative job growth. We see the unemployment rate go up. Next month for sure, as long as Donald Trump keeps his doing this tariff bullshit, we will see job losses starting to hit the American economy. When I covered GM, GM basically ate the fucking tariffs, which resulted in a little over $1 billion loss. They missed the projections for how much profit they should make. And GM is a major employer in America. So I understand there's some greedy sons of bitches probably sitting at the top of GM making a whole lot of fucking money. But what you want, if you're serious, Donald Trump, because this whole thing is to bring manufacturing back, right? That's the whole thing. Which, by the way, I guess there's like something like 400,000 manufacturing jobs currently open without a bunch of goofballs in red hats lined up to take those fucking jobs. But if the goal is to bring manufacturing back to America, which it clearly is not, but let's just play along with their stupid fucking game for a minute, then causing GM to eat so much in tariffs that they miss out on over $1 billion in profit, that's the wrong way. That's not how you bring manufacturing back. GM, all this stuff is sliding backwards, is the point I'm trying to fucking say. And you guys all know that. I'm not saying anything revolutionary right now, but it's all starting to slide backwards as the numbers continue to go down. Well, it's only a matter of time before all these numbers that are headed in the wrong direction continue to start to turn into negative numbers, negative job growth, higher unemployment rate. Inflation is going to continue to tick up, and this is the stupidest goddamn economic policy I have ever seen in my fucking life. And I guess we need to brace for it somehow. I don't really know what we're supposed to do. Like, I'm trying to figure out my own life over here, you know, try to participate in the economy as little as possible, because every dollar's pretty precious at this point, as Donald Trump aims to wipe us off the face of the fucking planet financially for some fucking reason. I don't really know. But the point of this video is Donald Trump is not the economic mastermind that these fucking idiots think that he is. The numbers are coming out even to a point that Fox News is not able to fucking defend them. And this is all 100% complete failed economic policy by Donald Trump. Strap in, my friends. It's about to be a rough fucking ride. Anyways, gotta get back to work. Love you guys. Bye now.